What's up guys, it's Valk here. Plenty of people all the time ask me how to practice direct rockets, and my usual response was to practice in the training ground with the bots, watch them move around and become familiar with the speed of the rockets. At the time, that was one of the best practices I could suggest, but wanted to find a better solution to really help people increase their accuracy on direct hits. What I would say is don't be too worried about your Pharah accuracy, since your rockets can be used to zone, to stop people running around corners, so some rockets are actually intended to miss. But when it comes down to it, rockets which are meant to hit the enemies can be tough without some proper practice, and I found something which really works. Keep in mind, however, this is intended for people practicing, and the movement of AI isn't to be compared to a human player, but this will still give you the movement speed and practice that you need to incorporate it into a proper game. First of all, we're going to go to Play, Arcade. On the bottom right hand corner, we're going to create a game. After you've created a game, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go on to Settings and Modes. We're going to enable Skirmish, and we're going to take off everything else. Turn these off, turn Escort off. Okay, now that's done, Skirmish, which is basically Deathmatch, is the only one enabled. Next thing we're going to do is going to go onto Heroes, find Pharah on the right hand side, and we're going to take her Concussive Blast cooldown time off, and we're also going to take off her Jump Jet cooldown. This basically means we don't need to wait around for cooldowns, which means we get more time to practice. We're not going to change anything else on this. The next one we're going to go on to is we're firstly going to start off with Soldier. So we can click onto Soldier, we're actually going to disable his Heavy Pulse rifle. So turn that off, which means he can't shoot you with his main. And we're also going to take off his Helix rockets. So that is also disabled. So he can't shoot you in any way at the moment. He's just running around as a target. We're going to go back off that. And we're going to go onto the main lobby here. We're going to add AI. So on the right hand side, add AI. And you can add in Soldier 76. I'm going to put it on medium so they run around a little bit more. And we're going to add it onto Team 2. So now we have soldiers that can't damage you. We have Pharah with cooldowns. I'm going to set a map, so I'm going to go on for Hanamura. So I just turned all of them off and just put on Hanamura as a single map. Now we can double check what we've got on the side here on the summary. So summary says we have modes on Skirmish map is Hanamura, Heroes Pharah with the Concussive Blast cooldown and the Jump Jet cooldown time has 0%, Soldier with Heavy Pulse rifle off and the Helix rockets off as well, which means Soldier cannot shoot you, he cannot do any damage to you. What's really nice now is you can actually click the save button and you can enter this, for example, Pharah Direct Hits training. Click save, and that's now in your presets. So the preset can be there every day when you want to come and click it, and it's all set up ready. You don't need to go through that phase again. The only thing you will need to do, if I click exit and go back to create the game, so go settings, presets, going to click my Pharah Direct Hits training. Okay, is you're going to have to add the AI back into Team 2 again. So just going to go back onto Soldier, medium for now. Team 2, add that, and all the soldiers are now back, and I'm ready to go into the game. So I can go ahead and click start. After you start, you can jump into the game using a variety of techniques, including boost rockets and using Concussive Blast to dive enemies. You don't need to wait for the cooldowns on either of the jump pack or the Concussive Blast, which means you can continually practice. The soldiers currently have their melee and their ultimates enabled, but you can also disable this in the settings. Even though the AI movement is indeed different than humans, if you constantly keep moving around, keeping aware of the targets, practicing, diving, you will find some familiarity in proper games. You can also use this time to switch targets quickly and accurately to practice target priority. If you're having some troubles, you can switch out soldiers for larger targets such as Roadhog. For some reason, however, his secondary fire is always enabled, even when it's switched off, but simply increase Pharah's health and decrease her damage received. After practicing with heroes with their guns off, you should also enable them down the line so you feel the need to keep yourself safe and behind cover before you attack. You can even use the training to put yourself under pressure, for example Soldier Ultimate when it's essential to hit direct rockets. With each rocket, instead of spamming, really try to place the rocket you're firing at the enemy while watching their movement. How fast are they moving? Do you need to place a rocket a few steps in front of them? What would be the most likely movement of the enemy if you were to dive them? Would they drop down? Would they run to their health pack? You have to think of these things because that's really going to help you try and place the next rocket. I hope this small guide has offered some solutions for practice for hitting direct rockets. The more you practice this, the more you'll train your muscle memory and the better you will become at Pharah. The training not only offers accuracy practice but also movement too. If you've enjoyed the video and it's helped you out, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up. If your gameplay has improved, make sure to let me know in a comment. And remember, don't get too stressed out. It does take quite a bit of practice, but eventually you will get it. I've also got an amazing community on Discord that you should definitely get involved in. I've got the link to that in the description. It's discord.gg/Valkyr. You can also see the Pharah gameplay live on my Twitch channel, Valkyr, every day. If you love my content, you can support me by subscribing to my Twitch channel. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can link that with Twitch and get Twitch Prime and subscribe for free. However, this does need to be renewed every 30 days, but it helps me out a ton. The link to the stream is in the description.